Leaving Selhurst Park and man, shell-shocked in all honesty. I wasn't expecting that. Palace dominated us. They absolutely battered us. They played their home turf to perfection. It's like they knew every single blade of grass. They knew every single inch of that pitch. They were brilliant, man. It felt like at times, they didn't even go 1 for 1. When they let us have the ball, they let us have the ball. But when they wanted to take it off of us, it wasn't 1 for 1. It was 2 or 3 of them. Just absolutely just hounding us, man. And they were brilliant. They really were. You've got to hand it to them. It's not a team of stars, but they come together and they play some good football. And do you know what? It was one of those games where we all looked at the fixture list and we all kind of felt like, yeah, it's going to be a tough game. But Arsenal have been playing so well that I thought we had it. I really did. It's it's annoying. Yeah, we didn't. It's just annoying because, that international break came at the wrong time for us. We were playing so well before, and you always kind of worry when that international break hits, are you going to come back and be the same team? And we got our answer today, man. I think playing last as well, after all of the other teams had played, we were squeezed because Chelsea above us dropped points, Tottenham below us 1 point. We were sort of squeezed. That pressure, we were in that vice-like pressure situation where we had to take advantage of what Chelsea did. We had to keep up with what Tottenham did, and man, it ended awfully for us because, Tottenham, they've not only gained the 3 points on us this weekend, but 7 goals in that race in that goal difference race, which could come down to at the end of the season. It's an absolute nightmare weekend for us. And the thing is, all I'd say now is that you go and lose a game like this, and yeah, the performance is unforgivable. You have to put it into perspective to an extent because Arsenal aren't going to win every single game. It's a young team, a very high pressure situation, and we've been playing really, really well. I don't think it's fair now for fans to just throw their toys out the pram and start losing their mind. On Twitter, I said at half time, right, what's gone wrong and what do you want to change? And loads of people were kind of saying, Vieira for Arteta. Look, I get people are joking, but we can't just. A lot of people were joking, and there might have been a couple serious ones in there, but we can't just throw our toys out the pram like that. Mikel Arteta, for everyone that doubted him, and I was a doubter, he's done well. He has turned it around. He's got Arsenal playing good football. No one expected us to finish 4th this season, and it's still in our hands. We're still in a position where we can go and do the business and go and finish 4th. So let's not all of a sudden just turn our backs on the players and on the manager. Today, performance-wise, was just absolutely shocking. And the thing that worries me whenever I see Arsenal, and I look at the lineup, is that if Plan A doesn't work, if the 11 players out there don't do the business, what have we got? Yeah, fair play to them, man. Fair play to them, man. They've got to enjoy themselves. But anyway, yeah, I always look at the 11 and I think to myself, if that 11 doesn't work, what are we going to do with players coming off the bench? Look at some of the players we had on the bench today, Marcelo Flores, Zach Swanson. We can't expect these guys to come and change the game, and it's always the same old substitutions. We don't have variety off the bench, and Nketiah came on. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was his really good low draw cross for Odegaard, who really, on his left foot, that close to goal in the centre of the area, should be doing better. Lacazette, first half header over the bar, he should be doing better. Smith Rowe had a chance where he side-footed it, probably not enough power, not enough direction on it, should have done better. Smith Rowe was very unlucky with the other one where it got cleared off the line by Gahey, I think it was, hit that well. And then even Nketiah hit the angle of post and bar, it seemed, from where I was sitting. It didn't go our way today, but you know what, I'm not even trying to say for a second that we deserved anything from the game. We deserved nothing from the game. All of those moments, they were too late and they simply weren't good enough. It's not that we can say we're unlucky when we're the ones who aren't finding the corners, we're the ones who aren't putting enough venom in the shots. Palace, they were clinical. That was the difference. And not only that, off the ball, they were brilliant as well. When you look at our players today, through the middle of the park, Partey and Xhaka were just awful. You have to say it. I personally think, in the ground, when I was watching the game, a few people that I was around, they were talking about Thomas Partey, they weren't happy with him. I personally think since Thomas Partey came out and rated himself a 4 out of 10, a couple of games after that were a bit dodgy, but since then I think he's been playing to a high level. I think he's been playing really, really well. Today, though, was a return to that Thomas Partey, and yeah, he was awful. He was absolutely awful. Granit Xhaka as well, just absent. And these guys are our muscle. They are our experienced players in the centre of the park, and they were not good enough. For that first goal, the challenge to give away the free kick, I think it was Ben White, awful, just not good enough. Then they've got to won 2 headers in the box. You know, stuff like that is just unforgivable. That's the basics. You've got to know your opposition. Wilfried Zaha, I think he's the most fouled player in the league. If not, he will certainly be top 3, top 5. And we gave away free kicks. Again, just giving away silly free kicks. We know they're going to play that card. We know they're going to try and do that, and we just let them do it. That was disappointing to me. Second goal, I mean, Thiago was getting loads of praise for a pass that he played. And Anderson, who got 2 assists, the second assist, what a pass that was. That is Thiago for Liverpool. People were going crazy because it was a better pass than Thiago's actually. But brilliant assist. And Gabriel, he sold himself short in that. And the frustrating thing for me is that, look, you know, you're going to get some wrong. Gabriel's not going to get them right all the time, and he's trying to defend on the front foot. I've got no problem with that, even though he misjudged it. But Nuno Tavares, man, behind him, when you see your centre-back kind of going for that, when you see your centre-back gambling, you can't be that flat-footed, albeit a very good touch from Jordan Ayew at the, you know, when it came to him, and a good finish. But Tavares, I'm looking at you and I'm saying, can't you do better than that? Can't you at least track the man? I wouldn't really point my finger at him if he was there sliding to try and, you know, block the shot, but he was nowhere to be seen. Gabriel with the first error, and then the second one by Tavares, just not good enough. And then the third goal, Ødegaard was very poor today, very, very poor today. You know, usually he really does try and dictate that tempo in the final third of the pitch, and he works very hard. He still did the hard work. That's one thing I'd give Ødegaard today. I remember one moment where Cedric got caught forward, Zaha's free on the left-hand side, but who is it that's sprinting back to try and challenge Zaha? It's Ødegaard. But the way he gave away the penalty, just not good enough. Even in that, Zaha got past Gabriel far too easily. I mean, you're better off committing the foul further up the pitch, you know, and making it a plausible foul where you're trying to say, yeah, I was trying to go for the ball. But I just think we weren't at it. We weren't physical enough. We weren't powerful enough. We weren't at the races today. We weren't clever enough. And really, when you look at that, you'd think out of the 2 teams on display that Palace had everything to play for. You'd think that Palace were the ones going for Champions League, not Arsenal. Because as far as I'm concerned, Arsenal looked like we were sort of, you know, ambling to a pointless finish in this season. All I'd say, and I'm going to leave it on this note, the only way to make up for this defeat that should never have happened, we should have got a result here, is to beat Tottenham. Simple as that. This weekend has been catastrophic. We need to put that right when we have that rearranged North London derby that's sandwiched in between other games. It'll be a tough fixture for both teams, but this is the only way to make amends for what was a really, really poor game today. Anyway, I said that would be the last thing. Actually, this is the last thing. The one thing I want to say, the Arsenal away fans today were incredible. On my socials, on my Twitter, on my Instagram, I've uploaded what the reaction was from the Arsenal away fans at full time when we've just been battered 3-0 and played awfully, and our rivals have gained points on us in the weekend. Go and have a look at that reaction, and that's why I've got so much love for Arsenal away fans. Until next time.